Forecast across the region for Saturday, June 8th. Your local forecast. Tonight, 100% chance of snow. Low near -10 degrees. Winds are strong and gusty. Sunday, 100% chance of snow. Lows near -20 degrees. Highs near single digits. Winds are strong and gusty. Your extended forecast. Monday through Thursday. Continued freezing cold. Lows upper, -20 degrees. Highs in the single digits. Winds will continue to be strong and gusty.
Oh. Hey, look over there. It doesn't look like it snowed outside the town.
Special weather statement. National Weather Service, Madisonville, Louisiana, Saturday, June 8, 1996. An unusual and severe weather disturbance has settled over the town of Madisonville. Unseasonable winter-like weather has engulfed the town. If you enter the town of Madisonville, parish officials ask that you do not try to leave. Doing so can be fatal. Please be patient. More information to follow.
Tell me what I want to know, Joey.
I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, yeah? Well, we got ways to make you talk.
Ranker Juke over there, Harley Cataloni, Johnny C, Jimmy C.
Okay. Where'd they hide my money?
I ain't saying nothing.
Can't work like this.
Can I have some more Doritos?
In Lion Country, Cafe Louisiane is your only stop for Cajun-style seafood and gumbo. Locally owned and operated, Cafe Louisiane brings you the lion's share with its massive po' boys and large helpings of boudin balls. Staff will deliver to your office as well as cater your next event, especially your Southeastern football tailgating party. Cafe Louisiane, open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard across from Durham Autoplex.
Cafe Louisiana, where Lion fans love to hang out.
Important Madisonville weather event information. Once inside the town of Madisonville, please do not try to leave. This is for your own safety. The snow is very dangerous. It appears normal, but it is not. If you are touched by the snow, you must stay inside the town. Again, this is for your own safety.
This hour of weather is sponsored by the Burger Shack, home of the Big Walter Quarter Pounder. And remember, kids eat free.
Important Madisonville weather event information. Once again, please do not enter the town of Madisonville. If you are already inside, please do not try to leave. If you attempt to leave, your body will melt rapidly. Something in the snow is altering any living thing that it touches. We repeat. If you attempt to leave, your body will melt rapidly. Something in the snow is altering any living thing that it touches. Please, if you have further questions about this message, you are encouraged to contact local authorities and services. If you do call, please be patient as call times are expected to be longer than normal. To better keep you informed, the following graphics were designed to illustrate the danger of the current weather event. We hope that you find it helpful. Please, stay indoors, if possible. If you have not come in contact with the snow, then you might not be infected or altered and may be able to be evacuated. Emergency services are limited due to the weather event. Please be cautious until help can arrive. More information will come as it becomes available. We understand this is a confusing and frightening situation, but please be patient. Answers are coming.
Testing. Okay, these are the requested results of the ongoing weather event in Madisonville, Louisiana. The date is June 10th, 1996. The time is 8:08 p.m. My name is Jamin Carpenter, and I am currently stationed in a makeshift facility just outside of Houston. Several samples were collected, 7 from near the town's border, none farther than 10 to 15 feet out. An 8th sample, composed solely of the snow, was taken from within the town itself. For the 8th sample, researchers on site used a metal staff equipped with what can best be described as an ice cream scooper to collect a portion of the Madisonville snow, or the Mad Snow, as it's been nicknamed in recent news reports. Before I continue with this report, I want to state for the record that everything I am about to state is factual, despite how unbelievable it may sound. The findings are deeply disturbing and potentially apocalyptic in nature. I trust that those who hear this report will take it seriously and respond accordingly. We began our analysis with Sample 8 to establish a clearer understanding of the substance itself and the conditions currently affecting Madisonville. Sample 8. Mad Snow. The Mad Snow was transported 314 miles in a sealed metal cylinder to reach our facility. The cylinder was not temperature controlled, so we were surprised to find the sample hadn't melted. It looked as if it had just fallen from the sky. You could feel the cold radiating from it, colder than I would have expected, even under the circumstances. After placing the Mad Snow under a microscope, it came as no surprise that it had very little in common with what we traditionally call snow. Regular snow is primarily made up of tiny ice crystals, which form when water vapor in the atmosphere freezes. Mad snow, on the other hand, lacks any trace of water and behaves nothing like conventional ice. The substance consisted of crystallized sulfur, salt, and an unidentified compound. Preliminary analysis suggested this unknown material is highly radioactive, and we believe this radioactive component is responsible for the more extreme side effects observed upon exposure. We took a sample of the mad snow and sprinkled it onto a mouse. The animal dissolved within seconds of coming into contact with the substance. A second mouse was then placed into the cage after the first. It remained unharmed, up until it made direct contact with the remains of the first mouse, at which point it quickly dissolved as well. This, however, was not our strangest finding. We introduced the remains of the mice to the snow. It absorbed them completely, and the mad snow grew in both size and volume. Attempts to destroy the snow through incineration proved futile. Even when exposed at temperatures of 2200 degrees Fahrenheit or 1200 degrees Celsius, the snow remained unchanged, intact, and cold. Sample 2. The remains were identified as belonging to Shane Whalen, a 42-year-old male resident of Cates Crossing. Whalen was a father of 3 and operated a small hardware store in the town center. According to medical records, he underwent routine annual physicals and, aside from mild seasonal allergic rhinitis, had no significant health issues. No existing condition could account for the state in which his remains were discovered. Eyewitness accounts indicate that Mr. Whalen exhibited no signs of distress prior to the incident. Multiple witnesses confirmed that he appeared to be in good spirits as he exited the town's limits. According to Evelyn Rue, a primary eyewitness, Whalen had taken no more than 8 steps beyond the boundary when he abruptly began screaming. Rue reported that his verbal outbursts included statements to the effect that he felt like he was on fire. No visible flames or external sources of combustion were observed at the time. Evelyn Rue moved to assist Whalen, but before she could reach him, she observed his body began to deteriorate rapidly. In her words, it was like someone threw water on a painting. The process appeared to take no longer than 15 seconds from onset to completion. Miss Evelyn Rue is currently under observation at this facility. As of the latest evaluation, she exhibits no signs of infection or contamination. Fortunately, Rue was located outside the town limits at the time of the initial snowfall and had no direct contact with the anomalous substance. Analysis of the collected sample revealed the presence of liquefied human biological material, including identifiable components of bone, organ, and dermal tissue. Blood within the sample appeared to have undergone significant thinning, exhibiting a viscosity closer to that of water. All constituents were consistent with typical human physiology, with the notable exception of trace elements consistent with the substance referred to as mad snow, integrated throughout the sample matrix. Samples 3, 4, 5, and 6. Genetic analysis of the sample revealed the presence of DNA consistent with Cardinalis cardinalis, or the northern cardinal. Based on environmental and situational evidence, it is hypothesized these birds fled the area following the onset of the anomalous snowfall. It is further suspected that, similar to the observed effects on human subjects, the avian specimens experienced rapid disintegration upon crossing the town's boundary. Sample 7. DNA analysis of Sample 7 identified genetic material consistent with Canis lupus familiaris, specifically matching that of the boxer breed. This finding is supported by the recovery of a canine collar labeled Sinbad, which was found in direct association with the sample. Final thoughts. The substance referred to as mad snow has demonstrated extreme biohazard potential. Individuals exposed to or infected by the material must remain within the boundaries of the town to mitigate risk to both themselves and the external population. Preliminary observations indicate the mad snow is exhibiting growth behavior, both in volume and in the spatial spread. Following controlled experimentation involving murine subjects, the original sample was subdivided into 4 aliquots for further analysis under isolated laboratory conditions. Each of the 4 isolated samples exhibited a consistent and exponential increase in volume, approximately doubling in mass within a 24-hour observation period. The growth rate suggests that, if not adequately contained, the conditions currently affecting Madisonville possesses the potential to expand beyond the town's boundaries in a relatively short time frame.
Alternative Public Radio, CCLU. I'm Diane Griffin. It's another hot day in the crossing. It's hot everywhere except Madisonville. Thoughts and prayers are with everyone trapped in the cold. If anyone from Madisonville is listening, please call in. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what's going on out there.
I was the first person out the door. I couldn't wait to play in the snow. I grew up in northern Ohio, and to be honest, I really missed the snow.
I hate the snow. It's ruining my summer.
If I'd have known it snowed here in Louisiana, I'd have stayed home in England. This is absolutely taking the mick. How long is this going to last? I'm staying in. I came here for a holiday in the sun, not to muck about in the snow. No, thank you.
I was supposed to leave for college after the summer. I've been trying to leave this town my whole life. Now I'm stuck here. Maybe forever. It really isn't fair.
We never get snow down here, even during the winter. It was like seeing a miracle. My whole family couldn't wait to go outside. Felt how I think snow would feel. We didn't have a reason to think it was wrong or dangerous. I wish we would have stayed inside.
I think the snow is changing us. I don't need a jacket anymore. None of us do. I walk outside and it feels like a regular day, even if it looks like it should be freezing. We are trapped with the snow forever.
We've been trapped in our home for days. None of us have touched the mad snow, thank God. But we're running out of food. If something doesn't give, we're going to starve to death.
We are starting a food drive for the people in Madisonville. Any little bit helps.
We've left our home. At first, the snow covered our neighbor's home, but not ours. But over the last few days, it started spreading. It was to our house and then the rest of the neighborhood, and it's really scary, to be honest.
I didn't go out in the snow. Snow in the summer? In Louisiana? I knew something was wrong.
I hear things at night, like people chanting, "We're the cold," over and over.
Forecast across the region for Saturday, June 15th. Your local forecast. Tonight, 100% chance of snow. Low near -15 degrees. Winds strong and gusty. Sunday, 100% chance of snow. Lows near -25. Highs in the single digits. Winds strong and gusty. Your extended forecast. Monday through Thursday continued freezing cold. Lows upper -30s to mid-20s. Highs in the single digits. Winds will continue to be strong and gusty. The cold is spreading. Neighboring areas are advised to evacuate. The cold is spreading. Leave while you still can. We repeat, the snow is coming. Leave while you still can.
2 days ago, my best friend walked out of the snow and into the summer that surrounds us. He couldn't live like this, he said. I watched him melt right before my eyes. That scream, it was terrible. I was devastated. I knew him his whole life, literally. Days went by and I watched the snow spread past the spot he died on. I went to claim his clothes or something to bury, but they were gone. I assumed they were taken by someone outside, but I was mistaken. Yesterday, I saw him walking around town. At first I was filled with joy, relief. I asked him how. He said the snow brought him back. Not with a smile or with any joy, just with cold, hard facts. I knew immediately he wasn't the same person. We haven't spoken since, but I have been following him. He's one of those people chanting in the woods. There's lots of them too. As the snow spreads, their numbers are growing. They surround this massive hole and chant over and over, "We are the cold. We are the cold." What that means, I have no idea. And the mad snow, it isn't coming from the sky. It's coming from that hole. Something is spraying it into the air. I know how this sounds, but it's true. I've seen it. Its bright red eye peering through the blizzard in the darkness. I asked it what the hell it was, what it wanted. It only replied with a single monotone laugh. Ha, ha, ha. I think I know why I'm here. I think I know my destiny. I'm here to destroy it, and probably myself too. My name is Michael Hawkins, and if I succeed, just know it was me that saved the world.
Forecast across the region for Saturday, July 6th. The cold is continuing to spread. It is showing no signs of stopping. The cold is spreading. Go north while you still can. The snow is coming. Leave while you still can.
I wrapped my tires and fashioned a plow in front of my truck. I filled a dozen gas cans with gas and placed them into the truck bed, along with dynamite and anything flammable I could find. Then, I made the long drive to the hole. I watched as it spewed its mad snow into the sky. Whatever this was, it was poisoning the earth. If I'm successful, would it even save those that changed? Would it even save me? No change in my mind now. None of its worshippers were here. This was my best chance to stop this thing. I floored the gas and approached the hole. Then, people, my neighbors, friends, faces I've seen in town, sprang from the ground. They leaped for the truck, but they exploded into a white powder as I drove through them. No organs, no blood, just snow. Mad snow. But that wasn't the end of them. They reformed and kept coming. That's when I knew this was a one-way trip. They were going to rip me apart after this was done. I lit a stick of dynamite, tossed it into the back seat. I jumped from the car as it disappeared into the hole. Boom! The snow stopped. I did it. Oh my God, I stopped it. But before I could pick myself up, the snow continued spraying from the hole. That's when I heard it. I ventured to the edge and saw that red eye. It again laughed, and then it spoke. You imitations are an interesting creation. Some of you are better made and take a little more to unravel, but you'll be mine soon enough. I turned to face my doom, but the people returned to the snow, gone, like they were never there. I left without a hand laid on me, and that seemed worse for some reason.
Testing. 3, 2, 1. Testing. This is Dr. Jamin Carpenter. I'm not sure who will hear this recording. No one has requested it. But maybe they will, at some point. This is, after all, the beginning of something new. The cold has spread across the entire Gulf South and much of the eastern coast. Mad snow is expected to reach the White House within the day. Hell, maybe it already has. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what day it is. It could be July 19th, but it could just as easily be early August. The clocks have stopped working since the cold reached Houston. A lot of things have stopped working since the cold reached Houston. What I do know since we lost communication with the warmer parts of the world is most of the government has retreated to the northern Midwest. It's one of the few areas not affected by the cold. We know that the snow is coming from the ground. Something is spraying it into the atmosphere. There are more holes, dozens more across the world, all of them spraying the same mad snow into the sky. I suspect we are days away from every part of the Earth being covered in the mad snow. Most of this facility was evacuated before the cold reached us, but a few of us remained behind. Someone had to volunteer to study the effects of the mad snow firsthand. That ended being me and 2 others. The other 2 have since left for a life in the snow. And I get it. I feel it too. I'm going to join them soon, but I wanted to complete this recording first. It may be the last thing I do as what's considered human, or maybe it's the first thing I'll do as what comes next. The mad snow doesn't just change life forms, it changes everything. Everything we know about the natural world is just different, like it's being rewritten. Gravity feels heavier. Even time seems to be changing. The days are getting shorter, too. We took a rock affected by the snow, separated it from the cold. It melted. It reformed the moment it was introduced back into the snow. We don't eat anymore. If we do feel anything similar to hunger, we walk into the snow. Tired, we walk into the snow. And it always rejuvenates us. Better than anything I've ever felt. And what's amazing is, I don't even feel the sensation of cold anymore. It just feels normal. I took a blood test and a skin graft. None of it is as it should be. All of it has elements of the mad snow. In fact, it's more mad snow than human now. I'm not sure how we fix this. I'm not sure I'd even want to. We're part of it now. Anyone who dissolved into the snow has returned. Shane Whalen came back. He's decided to walk home to be back with his family. I asked him what he remembered, but he wasn't aware of anything in his melted state. But he seemed more in tune with the snow than us. I'm sure we'll get there, though. This is the end of the world as we knew it, and I welcome it. But I'm not sure that's because I truly do, or because the snow wants me to. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it does. I don't care anymore. This is my last recording, I suppose. I'm going to the snow. It's calling me. And I can't wait for you to join us. We are the cold. We are the cold. Oh, yes. We are the cold.
Most of the houses and buildings are empty now. No people, no pets, no bugs, no anything. And if it doesn't stop snowing soon, there won't be any buildings left either. Just snow. Just empty, white snow. I thought I was the last human in town, but I was wrong. I cut my hand breaking into a friend's house, but there was no pain or blood. I felt cold at the sight. The first time I felt cold since the snow first dropped. I took a knife and cut off my pinky. It didn't hurt, not even in the slightest. I stuck my hand into the snow, and when I withdrew it, I found my pinky had returned. Apparently, I wasn't human either. There were no more humans here. Maybe anywhere. Avoid the snow as long as you can. I am the cold. Soon, we will all be the cold. We are the cold.
Your forecast across the world for Sunday, September 8, 1996. Your forecast across the world for Monday, June 12, 2006. Your forecast across the world for Friday, January 5, 2029. Your forecast across the world for Tuesday, April 9, 2058. Your forecast across the world for Saturday, December 1, 3001. Your forecast across the world for Monday, January 17, 4520. Your local forecast for forever. Tonight, 100% chance of snow. Low near -30. High near 0. Winds strong and gusty. Sunday, 100% chance of snow. Low near -30. High near 0. Winds strong and gusty. Your extended forecast. Monday through Thursday will be cold. Always cold. Forever cold. Blessed are the cold.
Blessed are the cold.
Blessed are the cold.